Hari Om, Namaste. Welcome back in Tantra Yoga Sadhana regular practice from 4 to 5 from Shanti Yoga Ashram, Nepal, Kathmandu. I hope you are enjoying our session and I hope you are practicing it every day. Our intention is to practice the classical Tantra Yoga, to experience it and to transfer our physical and mental health and to share the light around us. As usual, let's start with Kirtan. Let's invoke Shiva. Om Shiva, Om Shiva. Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Shiva Tava Sharanam. Omkara Shiva Tava Sharanam. Namami Sankara Bhavani Sankara. Namami Sankara Bhavani Sankara. Om Maheshwara Tava Sharanam. Om Maheshwara Tava Sharanam. Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Omkara Shiva Tava Sharanam. Shiva Tava Sharanam. Namami Sankara Bhavani Sankara. Namami Sankara Bhavani Sankara. Tava Sharanam. Om Maheshwara Tava Sharanam. Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Parat Param Shiva. Shiva Tava Sharanam. Omkara Shiva Tava Sharanam. Namami Sankara Bhavani Sankara. Namami Welcome back. Before we start the practical session, I would like to talk a little bit about today Prana Shakti. What is Prana Shakti? What is life force? As we know, the difference between Jiva and Shiva, human being and the Shiva, is Prana Shakti. If there is no Prana Shakti, Shiva becomes Sava. Shiva becomes dead. If there is Prana Shakti on Sava, dead, it becomes Shiva. If there is Prana Shakti on human being becomes a Shiva. Shiva means fully awake personality. So Prana is the life force. The key of life is the Prana. So let's know what the Prana is. Prana is the magnetic field on our body. Our body is like a magnet. The spine is a magnet. Up is North Pole and down is South Pole. In the magnet, the molecules travels in a systematic way, moves in a systematic way. But whereas in the iron, the particles, molecules inside the iron moves in a random way. But in the magnet, it moves in a systematic way. Similarly, our spine, our body is a magnet, head is North Pole, base is, lower spine is South Pole. So we have the magnetic field. As magnet has a magnetic field, similarly our body, we all body have a magnetic field. That magnetic field could be different to different personality according their magnetic density. So in general, it is up to 1 meter distance from your body. That's the magnetic field. This is why we have seen different pictures of all great masters, avatars, Krishna, Buddha, Rama, Jesus, Mahavir and Shiva, all masters, Durga, Kali, their head is full of light. But now, Kirlian photography, modern machine, which is known as Kirlian photography, has discovered that we have whole body magnet. The artist has painted only on head, the light, but we have whole body, the same light. If the density of that light is low, we become physically sick, mentally distracted. If that magnetic field is high, then our body becomes light and comfortable, and mind becomes peaceful and joyful. Now the key of our health, either physical health, mental health or spiritual health, is the Prana Shakti. So we need to know the Prana Shakti. Its location, its movement, its physiology and its application, how to increase it, how to regulate it, how to apply in our day-to-day life. So am I clear? Yeah. From the medical perspective, from the anatomy perspective, we can say Prana Shakti, magnetic field, is bioplasmic reaction. It means when the oxygen goes on the lungs, goes to the blood, lower chamber of the lungs, it goes to the blood, that oxygenated blood now goes to the cells. Inside cell, there is plasma. When the oxygenated blood get reaction inside the plasma, inside the cell with the plasma, and it gives it called plasmic reaction. It is called bioplasmic reaction, out of which it makes the cell healthy. If there is dead cells, then the blood will take it back and purify it, and it releases out from different ways. And it activates our cells, tissues organs, system and entire body because of the oxygen. This is why if we have less oxygen, we cannot be healthy. So this is why first step in yoga is always upright, straight, comfortable back, so that your lungs can be in a correct position. You can expand your lungs completely. It means you can get more oxygen. That means this oxygen can reach up to your plasma and you will get good plasmic reaction, and out of which you will get energy. Prana Shakti. Yoga says Prana Shakti. In Chinese language it says Chi, and in Japanese language it says Re. In science, medical field, it says plasmic reaction, bioplasmic reaction, and yogi says it is Prana Shakti. Different names, but same fact. Now let's go a little bit details inside it. The chest area on your body is one part. From navel down, it is next part. On upper abdomen, it is third different type. Fourth is your limbs, and fifth is the whole body. So it is divided in 5 groups according the movement of that energy. For example, your chest zone work is pumping. It pumps. So it is pumping, it is moving upward. Whereas lower abdominal zone area nature is moving downward, excretion, ejaculation, orgasm. So all is moving downward. That is its nature. Upper abdominal nature is heat, fire, left and right, like grinding, moving like a pendulum, so that it generates the heat. Head, nervous system, arms, legs is externalized. It moves outward. Fifth one, to balance all. So there are 5 different types of prana. Let's go about the chest. From the diaphragm to the throat, not outside, but as inside and outside. You may visualize your chest and chest zone like a plastic bag. The air, prana, is moving up and down. This is how you are pumping. Your heart and lungs are working. If that prana moves very fast, what happens? It regulates your heartbeat fast. If the same prana moves very slow, heartbeat slow, respirative slow. So the heartbeat and the lungs should be healthy. For that, the prana should move in a rhythmic way, in a balanced way, and the density should be high. If there is high density, then it works better. So this is the function of the prana shakti. So to control heartbeat and respiratory system, if you can regulate the chest prana shakti, you can control the physical body. This is how a Reiki healing, shaman, or different acupressure, acupuncture, magnet therapy, all is based on the energy. So if we can regulate this prana, heartbeat can come back to the normal condition. This is how a yogi meditating in the Himalayas, they can transfer the energy. Energy nature is simply like it goes where there is less, like air. Air moves on the empty space. Similarly, if you have good prana shakti, this energy depth automatically moves towards that person who has less prana shakti. This is why once we go to the hospital, once we go to stressed people, once we go to the depleted people, we feel tired. Because once we go to the chaos city, we lose our energy. It means the energy that you have and is moving outward because it is chaos outside, so it is moving that side. So it's natural. There's not a big science. If you have more energy, it goes towards the empty space. It goes towards the less energetic person or place. This is why in yogic tradition, it is also suggested not to come to the public connection so much. Of course, we have to come, we have to work, we have to transfer to the humanity. We all are doing it. But do according to your capacity and limit. You need to protect your energy. If you don't have your energy, how can you serve to the humanity? So you need to know your limitation. You need to know how to control. Yeah? So, if you can transfer your energy to someone else, someone can be healthy. So in yogic tradition, in tantra tradition, we work through the energy. If energy is in your control, now definitely body will be in your control and the mind. And prana shakti is in between the body and the mind. In science, in health, it says psychosomatic problems. Psycho, mind, somatic, body. Mind to body, how it travels? Through the prana shakti. Somatic psycho problem in the body goes to the mind. How the problem from the body moves to the mental level, on the stress level, because of prana shakti. So, if the prana shakti, which is the connector between body and mind, if it is healthy and fresh, it can reach and rejuvenate to the body and it can go up to the mind. So key is prana shakti. For example, if the tree is dry, leaf is dry, roots are dry, stem are dry, branches, everything, fruits, flowers is so dry, there is no prana shakti. What do we do? Simply, we give the water not on the branch, not on the leaf, not on the flower, but on the root. Once you give the water and nutrition on the root, and it goes all over the leaves, flowers, fruits, and whole body. Similarly, if the prana shakti is healthier, then it goes to the whole annamaya kosha, physical body, and it goes to the manamaya kosha, mental body. It's clear? So we need to know, this is the key and science. Once you know the prana shakti and the miracle happens in your life, that your physical body will be in your control, your mind will be in your control, and whenever you need to help to the people around you who is in emergency, who is in difficult situation, heartbeat, fast, or different problems, serious problems, on your presence, on your simple touch, that person can get relief because of your prana shakti. Just on your presence, or if you touch it, hug it, care it, and it goes. And if your intention is, I want to help and support, just by touching, if someone has serious abdominal pain, simply you can put your palms on that palms on their abdomen, make an intention that the prana is flowing from your body and the magnetic field is running towards that discomfort area. After 2 to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just see the magic. That person says, yes, now I must relax. Whatever, headache, chest pain, whatever, different problems. So just means the energy, your bioplasmic reaction, energy is moving towards that person. It is simple. It's not a big magic to know. For this, nowadays, From the Japanese tradition, they say Reiki. Reiki means just the energy, collect the energy. Once you have energy, like a money, if you have money, it's not a big deal just to transfer it. You can send it to different places, to different person sitting in your room. Similarly, if you have prana shakti, you can go physically and deposit it, transfer it to the person, or you can just transfer it through the wire, through the telepathic communication, through your Ajna chakra. So, first of all, we need to know how the energy works on the body and how to collect that energy, how to cultivate that energy. Once you have, you can use it in different ways. One, healing purpose. Two, you can use for your personality, for your career, for your things that you want to uplift your things, establishment on your profession, establishment on different things. Yeah. So now let's discuss and let's find out the energy system and how it works within the body. The first is on the chest. If the chest energy, which is moving upward from diaphragm to the throat, the energy moves up when breath is in and moves down when breath is out. So breathe in up, breathe out down. So your breath should be long and deep. If your breath is long and deep, the prana moves slow. The density will be high because you have a lot of prana shakti. The oxygen that you take in, which is full of oxygen, that oxygen goes to the blood moves on your concentrative area. That's your chest. Then chest area, it gets high voltage of prana shakti. And you regulate that prana shakti with your breath. When breath is in, you circulate it up. When breath is out, you circulate it down. So you are circulating that activated prana shakti. Similarly, from navel down to pelvic zone, when breath is in, now this time it moves downward and upward. Breathe in, it moves downward. Breathe out, it moves upward. Abdomen means inside and outside from your skin level. So when breath is in by itself, the prana moves down, apana moves downward, navel to pelvic zone. When breath is out, up, this energy apana moves upward. So down, up, breathe in, down, breathe out, up. This is the movement. So if you are aware on that area, this oxygen goes on the more concentrative area. Definitely oxygen goes all over the body through the lungs and blood, but more oxygen, more purified oxygenated blood moves towards the concentrative area. So on that area, you can feel more blood circulation, more prana circulation, and that activated prana with your willpower, synchronizing with the breath, you are regulating it down, up, down. So its volumes increases. Movements become systematic, rhythmic with the breath. Similarly, third one on the navel. Navel, it moves from left to right, right to left. It just swings. So when breath is in, move one side left to right, right to left. Yeah, swinging. What it does is, it is the center part. The fire. There are 5 components: earth, water, fire, and space. So fire is the third component, center component. So on the navel, this is the center fire we have, heat. So it activates the fire, the heat, metabolism, digestive system. And fourth one on your head, arms and legs. Spiral energy. From neck it moves upward. From shoulder joint it moves downward. From hip joint it moves downward. When breath is in, it moves outward, upward and outward. When breath is out, it reverses from head downward, from fingers upward, from toes upward. So breathe in, outward, breathe out, inward, breathe in, outward, breathe out, inward. So this way, if you meditate with regulating the breath, so more oxygenated blood flows on your limbs and it creates more prana shakti. It controls your head, means nervous system, your mind and your arms and legs. Action. Fifth one is from head to the toes, whole body. Its function is to make balance between your head, between your chest, lower abdomen, navel and your limbs. If your chest energy is high but lower abdomen is very low, what happens? Your heart beat becomes fast, respiratory system becomes fast, but your excretion will be low, means constipation, urine blockage. So there are two problems, heart problem and constipation, imbalance. So fifth one work is to bring balance between all four energy system. It makes harmony. If chest energy is weak, it comes and supports the chest. If this percentage on the different energy system is imbalanced, it fills that gap. So that's why it's simple to meditate from head to the toes, as if it is showering like a water. You are showering with the water. Similarly, it showers in the form of prana shakti. This is the location, movement and the effect. Once you know this science, now let's go to the how to activate it. First activation I already mentioned. It is nothing, just the blood circulation. It is oxygen circulation over that area. If you circulate the oxygen, then prana activates. For that, your spine should be upright, comfortable, your lungs should expand and contract, you should have good volume of oxygen. That oxygen, with your willpower, with your mental willpower, you need to draw to the different area. Awareness amplifies the efficiency. Simple awareness does nothing, just multiplies its efficiency. So we say awareness in everywhere. Be aware while crossing the road. Be aware while cutting the vegetable with a knife. Be aware, be mindful with the electrical cable. If you are aware, you avoid the accident. Be aware and go to the education, study books. Be aware, be mindful, pay your attention. Means what it does, it amplifies the efficiency. Otherwise, if you don't pay attention, you may act it, but the efficiency goes much less. Similarly, your respiratory system is autonomous. It is happening by itself. It's working. But if you pay attention, immediately, its efficiency multiplies. So, yoga, meditation, all tantric practices is to highlight that system. Tantra, now we know, Tantra means a system. Any system. There are 1,000 systems within and around. So if you pay attention in one system, if you pay attention whole life in political system, you will get some achievement from that system. If you pay attention on your abdominal system, within a week or a month, you can get back to your abdominal system, back to the normal condition. Similarly, here we are talking about 5 energy system. If you pay attention, awareness, it activates that system. So, the main key is the awareness to activate your prana shakti. Second fact is we have 5 fingers. Mudra. Devanam medana iti mudra. It means mudra, gesture, activates the energy. It circulates the energy. If you use your index finger and just stare someone else, it shows, yes, you are angry. If your face is wide, smiley face, yes, that energy, that gesture gives you joyfulness. Similarly, hands position. If you use your little finger, now we come to know you want to go to the toilet. It is tantric language. Because little finger symbolizes with the water. Index finger symbolizes with the ego, movement, air. So 5 fingers has 5 components. Not the element, or the element of water element. People say element, but I don't understand. It's not an element, it is a component. Because water is not an element. Water is a component. Earth is not an element, it's a component. Similarly, fire, air, and space. 5 components are there. So, we have 5 fingers. 5 fingers are representing 5 components. Component means state of matters. There are 5 different state of matters. One is solidity, second is liquidity, third is luminosity, fourth is mobility, and fifth is vacuity. These all are form of energy in different states. So this body is composed of these 5 components with 5 different state of matter. In fact, it is energy, but energy has manifested, grounded in different forms. So these fingers are representing those 5 components. So right hand, middle finger symbolize the up. It is tallest finger. So it is the space. Space is the up movement component, top component. So everything moves clockwise. If you move clockwise, you will go to the index finger. Index finger, below this space, there is the air. Air moves on this space. So index finger represents to the air. And if you move clockwise, everything moves clockwise, we have to move clockwise, then you go to the thumb. Thumb represents to the fire. So space is on the throat, middle finger space. Index finger comes to the chest, it is the air, lungs, oxygen. And thumb is the fire on the navel. Go clockwise, you'll go to the little finger. Below the navel, there's a water, urinary bladder. So it is a water component. And ring finger is all the way down on the base of your body, called the earth. So 5 fingers means 5 components. In science, we use the geometrical form to represent the components, which has been copied and pasted from tantric perspective, from tantric scripture. And means tantrikas, yogis has discovered components. They discovered the geometrical forms, they discovered its location, and they discovered how to activate it, and they knew the mantra. So the same science they experimented inside, they discovered and they taught it. Now, earth symbolized with the square. Square symbols with the earth. In geometrical form, if we need to say earth, we write square in science. For water, we write circle or quarter moon. If you go to lab test on the water, if you put on the tube, the water comes in a crescent moon, half circle. So the shape of the water is symbolized with half moon or quarter moon or a circle. Similarly, for the fire, it is triangle. If you see the candle flame base will be longer and the top will be smaller. So it looks like a triangular form. So fire moves in a triangular form. So symbol of the fire is triangle. The air, double triangle, moving upward and downward, facing upward and downward, which is unified. That is air component. And space is a point, a dot. So space, infinity. Point means infinity. So these 5 symbols is the 5 components. Now on the meditation, I am talking how to activate it. First activation with your awareness. Simple awareness on your chest and feel the sensation. It activates the prana shakti. Simple way. If you want to go more deeper details, now you need to use the mudra. Devana medana iti mudra. By mudra, you can activate your energy. You can make your energy happy. You can circulate your energy according you need. In different time, different places, we need different types of energy. We need to convert the energy in different forms. Now, 5 fingers. If you use 3 fingers together of your both hands, which is little finger and index finger out, 3 fingers together, see it here. Thumb is the triangle, fire. Fire is hitting for earth, is square, and the middle finger, point, space. Earth square plus point is heated by the fire. This chemical reaction, these components, if 3 components are put together, then it moves upward. The energy moves upward. And in your body, if you apply the same science, it hits on your chest. So it helps to move. Movement on the air, movement on your lungs, movement on your heart. So if you put your fingers like this and feel on your chest, then the energy, tinkling sensation, blood circulation, because of the awareness here, the tinkling blood circulation now starts moving on its pathway, up and down. When breath is in, it moves up. When breath is out, it moves down. First gesture. As I mentioned, everything moves clockwise. This is why we move clockwise in the temple. So move to the clockwise, middle finger and index finger with the thumb. Middle means sky, point. Index means air, double star. Star. Point plus star is heated by the triangle of the fire. These components, it energy moves downward. In the body, it affects on the lower abdomen, lower back. So it helps to release your toxins from your body. Whatever toxins we have, it helps to release the toxins. It helps to purify the body. Third one, thumb, is with little and ring finger. Little means water, circle or quarter moon, and the ring means the earth, square. Quarter moon plus earth, square, is heated by a same fire, thumb. Then energy moves up, left and right, left and right. It activates your upper abdomen and it helps to increase your metabolism, helps to increase your prana shakti, vital force, digestive system. If your digestive system is good, it generates more nutrition for your body. Nutrition ultimately leads to the prana, and prana leads to the oja, light on your body. The source is navel. This is why in very simple language, Krishna says in Gita, pranapana samarudva pranayama gatir bhavet. Krishna says, when prana and apana mix on the samana, now we know prana is moving up, apana is moving down. When these 2 prana mix on the navel, when navel activates, that is called pranayama. That is called the prana. Source of prana is the sun. The main source of prana is the sun. In our body, sun is on the navel. As we talked on our discourse last time, the knowledge that Shiva gave to Parvati and which has been approved by Krishna is called Tantra, or other language, Shaiva, Shiva, Sakta, Durga, Parvati, and the Krishna. There are three different great masters: Shiva, Saiva Tantra; Shakti, Sakta Tantra; and Krishna, Vaishnava Tantra. So these masters has discussed, point out that science. So Krishna says, Pranapana samarudva pranayama gatir bhavet. This prana, main source of your energy, vitality, solar energy, is from the navel. That's our digestive system. So to enhance our digestive system, we can activate with little finger and ring finger. With this sitting gesture, it regulates the things. Now we know the acupressure, different type places. If you press it, there are different knobs ending, so it activates the different organs and system of our body. Similarly, if you touch different things, it has certain frequency, waves, energy movement, and it activates that area. We are discussing on that topic. Fourth one is avoid the little fingers, join four fingers together, which activates, on which here is earth, square, air, star, and middle finger, space, point. Square plus point plus star. If these three components are hit by the thumb, by the fire, then it moves in the spiral movement. Outward, inward, outward, inward. Activates your nervous system, arms and legs. If your mind is too much extroverted, mind is totally extroverted, lot of stress and tension, your nervous system is weak, sensitive, then with this gesture, it can control, it can enhance the prana shakti. Once you can enhance the prana shakti, it reduces your problems. Not only it solves the problem, but it enhances your dormant potentiality on that area. Because prana is not a therapy. Prana, once you give it, it comes back to normal condition, then it activates your dormant quality. It activates our human dormant quality. We never know what is the potentiality we have. Psychologists, they know nothing. They say, we know nothing about the mind. Mind is such a vast and vague thing. Instead of psychology, instead of mind, now we are studying human behaviors. Not the mind, but how human behaves. So mind is very vast. Prana is such a vast science inside the body. Human anatomy and physiology is out of our imagination. How the body is working and all the things. Yes, science has studied it, has a lot studied, but it is not everything else. So this huge potentiality, huge things that we need to discover it. Fifth one is 5 fingers together, means from head to the toes you are showering with prana shakti. Now thumb means the fire. Fire is hitting the 4 components. Little finger water, circle or quarter moon, plus square, plus point, plus star. If these 4 components are hit by a triangle, then it releases the flow from head to the toes. In chemistry, we use the triangle for symbol of the fire, means heat. Similarly, all the symbols has been used in physics, chemistry, and geology and other different sciences. The same science, yogis has meditated, has activated, and they knew the symbol, they knew the color of the components, like square means always yellow. Why? Earth means the prosperity. Earth, prosperity is measured with the gold. So gold color is the prosperity. So yogis meditate on the gold color for the earth, means for the prosperity, for the immune system, for your whole physical body. Only one symbol, that is the square. If you square, vibration, that color is healthier inside, that frequency is good, it means your immune system is good, your entire body is good. So this is how our tantrikas discovered, Shiva taught this knowledge to the humanity for our upliftment. So we need to honor the Yogeshwar, Lord Shiva, for this such a great wisdom and knowledge. We need to practice it, we need to make our life successful, and we need to give it to the people around who are interested, who are looking for this knowledge. So these 5 pranas can be activated with the 5 fingers. It's clear. Second, additional part. First part, the simply aware, it activates your prana. Second, use the gesture, it activates that prana. Third, mantra. Mantra means frequency, sound. Sound is for the chest. Mantra, Om Pranaya Swaha. For lower abdomen, Om Apanaya Swaha. For upper abdomen, Om Samanaya Swaha. For limbs, head, arms and legs, Om Udanaya Swaha. From head to the toes, whole body, Om Vyanaya Swaha. Now we have a lot of techniques now, yes? Tantra means addition. Tantra means inclusion, inclusive practices. Science means separation. Spirituality means inclusive, whereas science means separation. You divide it. If we want to know water, we need to dissect it, divide it, fragmentate it, and find its electrons, molecules, electrons, its density, its volume. Then we come to know it is the quality of the water. That's what science says. But for us, if you want to go in the spiritual path, once you want to experience it, if you want to experience on your body, then we have to use the inclusive process, on which you need to know its location, you need to know its movement, you need to know its color, you need to know its mantra, and you need to meditate upon it, having all these ingredients. And you do research, investigate, and slowly and gradually you can feel it, you can activate it, you can circulate it, and you can use it in your own way. So Tantra is an inclusive practice. This is why it is mysterious. Someone just practicing outside and just they are happy with that. But the advanced yogis means they go in inclusive way and subtler way, and they can find more details within. So let's apply this Pancha Prana with all full practices. Palms facing up. Come to the Prana Mudra, index little finger out. Awareness on the chest. With the breath, when breath is in, move upward. When breath is out, move downward. The mantra, Om Pranaya Swaha. Now, on the beginning level, we just chant loudly so that we can understand the mantra, we can feel the vibration. Slowly and gradually, you need to come to the mental level. Just close your mouth, synchronize with the breath and practice. Now let's do the external practice with loud voice. Gesture, hands position. Awareness on the chest. Mantra, repeat after me. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Second one, middle index and thumb, join them together, meditate from navel down to pelvic zone. Outside, inside, front and back, hold down and up and repeat the mantra. Om Apanay Swaha. Om Apanay Swaha. Om Apanay Swaha. Change the fingers, mudra, little ring and thumb. Feel your upper abdomen, left and right. Mantra. Om Samanay Swaha. Om Samanay Swaha. Om Samanay Swaha. Little finger out, join forefingers, head, arms and legs. Do it individually if you need. Let's try 3 rounds only for head. It is easier for us. From neck to the crown, up, down, up. Spiral energy. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. Arms and legs or only arms. Let's do arms and legs at once. Same mantra. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. Or you can do it at once, head, arms and legs. Little bit complicated, but let's try 3 rounds. Up, movement, arms, legs down at once. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. Om Udanay Swaha. 5 fingers together from head to the crown. You are shouting with prana shakti, with the mantra Om Vyanay Swaha. Om Vyanay Swaha. Om Vyanay Swaha. Gently open your eyes. It is first level. Let's do second level also, on which we synchronize with the breath. Because prana moves up with the breath. So let's add that breath also. This time we need to do mental practice. I'll repeat loudly, but you do mentally, okay? Like, when breath is in, repeat mentally. Om Pranaya Swaha. Breath is out, repeat the mantra and move downward. Om Pranaya Swaha. Breath is in, come up. Om Pranaya Swaha. Repeat mentally. Hands position. Now lower abdomen meditated. Breathe in, move downward and repeat the mantra. Om Pranaya Swaha. Exhale, move upward. Om Apanaya Swaha. Move downward. Om Apanaya Swaha. Hands position and meditate from left to right, right to left and left to right with the mantra Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. With the breath, head, arms and legs. Breathe in, outward. Om Udanaya Swaha. Breathe out, inward. Om Udanaya Swaha. Breathe in, outward. Om Udanaya Swaha. Head to the toes, whole body. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Gently open your eyes. So there are 2 different stages. One is with loud voice, so that you can feel, and second is with mentally, which is more subtler. With closed eyes you can meditate in and you can synchronize with the breath. Stage 1 and stage 2. May you practice this Pancha Prana meditation at least Om Pranaya Swaha 9 rounds, 11 rounds or 27 rounds. 3 to 5 minutes you can meditate only for chest. So if you do 3 into 5 system, 15 minutes you can meditate it. Or if you go 5 into 5, 25 minutes. So 25 minutes you can just meditate on Pancha Prana with mudra, awareness, synchronizing with the breath and the mantra. So it really activates your prana shakti. It is one experiment I have offered for your physical and mental health. Just check it out and apply it at least 3 to 7 days in regular basis, same time, same place, with full awareness, then see the difference. If it works for you, you can continue it. If not, you can drop it after at least 3 to 7 days. That much we need to do experiment. Otherwise we cannot prove it. Otherwise we will be like a monkey principle. You know what monkey did? Monkey was chased away from the garden by a farmer, and they make a meeting. Monkeys make a meeting and says, why cannot we have our own garden so that we can enjoy the fruits? That's a good idea. Everybody approved it, and they collect the seed and they plant and they divide the work for everybody. Someone collect the seed, few other monkeys dig, other monkeys put the compost, other monkeys put the water, and other monkeys, few other leftovers, the security guard. So they divide the work, and okay, we'll plant it, we grow it, and we'll have the fruits and we'll enjoy it, so that we'll be independent. So they all make good decision, they all did the good job. So once the minute they plant it, then they start looking again, digging it and looking, oh, nothing has happened. Again they buried it. After 5 minutes they are looking, watching, and here, there, nothing is happening, not a tree is coming. Again, they doubt it. Maybe someone has stolen. No. Just that they dig it and they found it, there was the seed. They looked, they tried 2-3 times within 5 to 10 minutes, and they again came on the meeting and they declared that, do you know what? A tree never comes from a seed. A seed cannot produce a fruit. So it is impossible. So that is how monkeys has never their own garden. Similarly, may we become a human good farmer. We need to wait 1 year to get 1 grain. Few months we have to wait it, and once in a year it comes. So we need to give a lot of effort, lot of experiment, lots of work, then only something comes. In Tantra, in Yoga also, we have to work a lot in a systematic order. Then only we may get something result, positive result. For that, let's do experiment in a right way, right time, right place, in a systematic way, in the guidance of expert masters. So I suggest you at least 3 to 7 days in regular basis, 25 minutes, one session. If you continue it, then you may feel something else. Then you may understand what the prana is. Once you know what the prana is, then you can know how to circulate it. Lastly, in Nepal, there is a culture, or in the East, in India and other different places, there is a culture that we meditate before we eat food. Om pranaya om apanaya om samanaya om udanaya om vyanaya. So repeating this mantra, this culture means what it shows is we need to meditate before food to activate this energy. If we take the food directly without any short meditation, without introversion, then we may be in stress, we may be in frustration, our body may be in difficult situation. So we need to relax the body, we should relax the mind, we need to activate the energy. Then we can bring the food from outside, we need to digest it, and we need to release the energy out of it. So it's all huge process. The basic idea is you need to know the prana shakti. May you meditate it, and may you be benefited from this practice. May you live physically, mentally, and spiritually healthy. Many blessings. Hari Om.